What's up guys? My name is Chikomoya and welcome to my channel. I've been in Finland for around 3.5 years or so now. And this morning I woke up and I asked myself the question, am I still enjoying living in Finland? Let's find out. The problem with asking questions like this now, I've been living here so long that I've gotten used to the way things work around here that I'm finding it difficult to remember a time when I didn't live here. It's kind of crazy how the human mind evolves to whatever situation it finds itself in. I do feel like I've been living here for much longer. At this time, it's hard to be objective in my viewpoint. There are certain things here that I used to think was so weird and so out there. All those things are so normal for me now. So I have to work really hard to separate the version of me that has lived here for a while and the version of me that is still very foreign. Before I get to my answer, I think there are a few things I need to clear up first. The weather is still trash in winter. Even people who've been living here their entire lives still say they find the wintertime really difficult. So suffice this to say, yes, even now, I haven't gotten used to the weather. There are still days in winter time where I'm like, God damn, what am I doing here? The first wave of snow comes and it's beautiful and everyone is still kind of buzzing from all that sunlight and they're like, yeah, now the snow is coming, woo! 2 weeks later, everyone is a zombie again. I'm still not used to wearing big jackets and having to dust all the snow off my feet before I walk in the house and all those sort of things. I'm not denying there is beauty in winter in its own way. I'm talking specifically about the weather. Let me know down below if you've been living here for a long time. How are you handling the weather? Another aspect that is still the same is the people. People here in Finland are a lot more reserved. And the crazy thing about it is that when I first arrived here, I was so taken aback by how people just want to have their headphones in, sit in the bus quietly, not have to talk to people if they don't want to. The thing that makes it so difficult to review these things now is because I see myself in that quite a bit nowadays. Of course, I'm still outgoing and I want to talk to people and that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I do love just being left alone. I have not changed my view on Finnish foods. I'm sorry, Finnish people. I need spice. All these things that I've spoken about in the past, I've had time to view some of these things on a deeper level. The important question is, am I still enjoying living here in Finland? And the answer is yes. Despite some of the things I might view as undesirable, there's just too many good things that I find hard to ignore. This place is incredible. Give me a chance to explain. The first thing I will say that makes living here quite attractive is the fact that if you've got a full-time job, most of the time you'll be able to actually survive. Usually with the salary you get from a normal day job should be enough to get you through the month, kind of. You should still be able to pay for rent and pay for some food. Whereas in other places, say America as an example, you have to work like a million different jobs to just be able to survive. In general, most people that I know, regardless of them going through some financial issues, they're not going hungry. Like a month ago, I got an eye infection and it was from my contact lenses because I apparently didn't wash them well enough. One day, I woke up and my eye was red. I went to work and at work the whole time my eye was watering, it was red, it was painful, uncomfortable, it just sucked. I thought nothing of it. The next day I went to sleep. I woke up and I could not see clearly through the eye that was infected, which is really scary. Imagine waking up and it looks like there's smoke in the house in the one eye, and I wipe my eye thinking I've got sleep in my eyes, only to find that it's not sleep. It's because of the infection. So now I'm freaking out because I'm like, yo, being able to see is a very important thing. So I ended up going to the hospital, right? Got seen by a doctor. It took less than 30 minutes to go in. The doctor looked into my eye and was able to determine that I've got an eye infection, but I need to go to an eye specialist. The eye specialist is just across the street. I show my ID card and they give me an appointment with the nurse that works with the eye surgeon. I go there, the nurse looks at my eye and is like, okay, you definitely have to see the eye surgeon, but the line is very long. Why don't you go home, come back in 2 hours, and you will be able to see the eye doctor a little quicker. Went home, went back, the eye doctor looked into my eye and was able to determine the type of infection I had, prescribed me some medicine, made me feel safe that there's no permanent damage. I went and got the prescription medication, applied it to my eye over the next 3 weeks. The whole process, I think the amount of money I had to pay was probably around 50 euros, and that was because of the medication. I didn't have to go into debt. I didn't have to wait for a long time to be seen. It all happened so smoothly and beautifully. Another reason Finland is amazing is that you're pretty safe. I haven't had a single time where I've been walking down the street and I've felt very unsafe. In certain areas, there are a lot of drunks. Yes, you do get people like that, and I have heard stories of some people having some uncomfortable confrontations with people like that, but in general, I've never been attacked. I have lost things before, but they usually come back to me. I did a video once where I spoke about losing my wallet here in Finland, but even after that, I've done things like forgetting my laptop in a bus. Every single time, those things always come back to me. Yes, I'm not saying just leave everything out, because someone will steal something, definitely. I'm quite blown away by how much nature there is here. It's amazing. As far as the eye can see, in certain areas you'll just see forests and lakes. Finland has ruined me in terms of drinking fresh water. There's nowhere else in the world that has tastier water. A couple months ago I went to Berlin. I had some of the tap water and no. This is where it's at. If you're enjoying this content, why don't you consider subscribing to the channel and liking this video? I would really appreciate it. And just so you know, I do have another channel that I just started if you want to hear me talk about stuff outside of Finland. It's called Life's a Game, and I will put it down in the description below. Give it a follow. It's like on 8 subscribers. I want to see if I can get it to 20 by the end of the month. 20 subscribers. Come on guys, we can do it. I'm going to come back and start posting more videos on this channel as well. It's been a crazy little time here for the last 6 months, but I'm coming back at it. The next point I would like to make is that I find that Finnish people are actually pretty cool. Yes, antisocial in comparison to other places, a little bit more reserved, agreed, all that kind of stuff. Although they mostly want to be left alone, I find that Finnish people, they're kind, they're honest, they're just pretty straightforward. It's generally such a peaceful country. Finland is not on the news very often because of something crazy that has happened. It's usually in relation to another country. Those are my reasons for why I still love living in Finland. There are no cockroaches here, which is another extra point which I am grateful for every day. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I've got a bunch of other videos that you can check out. Have a good day, evening, night, wherever you are. You're awesome, and cheers for now. Bye.